Mr. Chairman, and I'd like to endorse fully the. Is this solely for General Alemania, or can we call on others?
We will go with members.
Pwede na?
Maybe after, if there are other
If
wishes
I
also to.
would like to go ahead and has questions for General Alemania. I don't have any questions for a distinguished officer.
Okay, thank you. Next is Senator Bongo.
Una lang po muna si Ma'am Amy. Sa,
Okay, if we can, if that's the case, can we release General Alemania? I really only have questions for Major General Loreto Boquideron Pasamonte.
Yeah. Are there no other inquiries from other members? So we can now excuse General Alemania.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, General. Next is Senator Amy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. And I would like to endorse definitely for their promotion and assignment the distinguished DND officers of Ilocano or Northern descent. All of them being here, General Batalya, General Aluad, Commodore Cacho, Captain Dison, General Kalawa, Brigadier General Idoba of Kalinga, my neighborhood, and Colonel Santos of Tuguegarao, General Sales. I'd also like to commend, of course, Rear Admiral Sibala of Tacloban, Colonel Hadlok of Katbalogan, mga waray-waray gihapon, and of course, our very own Loreto Pasamonte, also born in Mapandan in Pangasinan, kasama rin po. So thank you very much. Given your experience, General, how do you assess the current gaps in AFP sustainability? Are there any things that we should prioritize for Horizon 3, for example, given your extensive experience?
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Brigadier Major General Loreto Pasamonte, ma'am. I think one of the points that was being discussed by our SND is with respect to Philippine Air Force, I think is the systems about more on our air defense, ma'am. It's with regard to the especially system when we say about air defense, about the multi-role fighters, about electronic warfare system, and these are sorts of I think that we should consider, especially in the modernization of our armed forces, ma'am.
Yes, please count on this representation for any support you might need, particularly with the budget. However, alam po ninyo, General, may tampo ako sa inyo, hindi ninyo ako siniputan eh. Nag-hearing po kami sa ICC, kasama ni General Cordura, ni General Francisco noon. Hindi kayo pumunta, 3 hearing po, March 20, April 3, April 10, hindi kayo pumunta. Samantalang kayo naman, nung time ng pag-aresto ni Presidente Duterte, kayo naman nung March 11, ang wing commander ng 250th Presidential Airlift Wing. Can you please clarify why the arrest took place in the 250th Wing?
Thank you for the question, ma'am.
Or baka gusto rin ninyo ipaliwanag, ba't hindi kayo sumipot sa hearing ko?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I only learned the situation during the around 6 a.m. of March 11, ma'am. I was informed by the operations center that troops coming from the Army, troops coming from the AFP and PNP will be coming over to 250, ma'am. And we were informed that it will be used as a launching area, and that a certain visitor will be coming over from Terminal 3. So that's the only instruction that I received, ma'am, at around 6 a.m. And at around 8 a.m., I only learned of the information that when the PNP officials came over, and they informed me that the former president will be coming from Terminal 3, and that our unit, which is precisely the 250th Presidential Airlift Wing, will be used as a venue only That's the information that we got, ma'am. So what we did was that, and we also informed that the 250 and the Philippine Air Force will be on the supporting role with the Philippine National Police, ma'am. So it's the PNP that's the OPR of the operations, ma'am. And we only provided the venue. We only provided the lounge as the holding area for the president. In fact, our unit provided all the messing requirements of I think around 12 members of the party of the former president. So we provided for the food while it's not yet available during that time, ma'am. And while about your question, ma'am, why I did not attend, actually, I was also ready to attend during those Senate hearings, but I think we were informed by the higher headquarters that only the SND will be coming over to the hearing and that some personalities will be also coming. So
Wala pong sumipot ni isang general. Sino nag-instruct sa inyo? Paano niya nabalitaan na hindi kayo dapat pumunta?
I was informed through chain of command, ma'am, that I will.
Do you specify who in the chain of command instructed you not to turn up?
My commanding general, ma'am, General
And
Cordura.
that's General Cordura.
Cordura, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did he give you any reason why you shouldn't attend the Senate hearing?
I don't have any reason, ma'am.
Hindi ba siya nagbigay ng dahilan? Bakit hindi kayo dapat sumipot? Hindi ba pag tumawag ang Kongreso o Senado, dapat pupunta? Ba't hindi kayo pumunta? Ano daw? Bakit
The
daw?
only reason, ma'am, was that I think there was a letter from the executive secretary, ma'am, that
Ikalawang hearing na po yun. Nung March
Yes, ma'am.
20, wala pa namang ganun.
they did not give me the reason, ma'am. They only informed me that
But you were in fact ordered not to attend. Is that correct?
I think I'm not in the list, ma'am.
In the first
Yes,
place,
ma'am.
you
Yes,
were not in the list. Is that correct?
All the Senate hearings about that event, ma'am, I was not included in the list, ma'am.
That's not accurate, General. You were quite definitely on the list, and there was a special request actually from the Vice President for you and the rest of the officers at Villamor to please attend the hearings.
I did not receive any information regarding that, ma'am, or
I think
any
you're being
document, ma'am.
disingenuous, but nevertheless, let's go back to the events of March 11. You say you only found out about the special event at 6 a.m. But you know for a fact that the 250 POW facility is an Air Force facility.
Yes, ma'am.
It's very difficult to believe that the PNP was the lead when in fact it was your base that was utilized.
Yes, ma'am. That's also the same questions during those hearings, but we were informed, ma'am, that we will be on supporting role, ma'am. Our wing will just be used as a venue, ma'am, in support
Bakit
of
daw?
Philippine.
Bakit daw doon? Ba't kinakailangan doon? Ba't hindi linagay sa PNP kung PNP incident pala yun?
Perhaps because of the proximity of the wing to Terminal 3, ma'am. It's very near Terminal 3 and
Has this happened before? Is the Villamor Air Base for hire for events and incidents like this? Nangyari na ba na tinake-overan ang Air Force Base ng ibang unit?
I think this is the first time, ma'am, as far as
Yeah.
I
So it's really unusual. Hindi pa nangyayari ito. And during the time that the former president was in the POW facility, who was in charge? It's still your base.
Yes, ma'am. Right there and there, ma'am. The in charge was PNP already. So the chief PNP, right there and there, informed us that all
Chief Marbil was there.
during the first hour, ma'am, I saw him, ma'am.
He was there.
Yes, ma'am.
So you essentially allowed the PNP to take over Villamor Air Base? You'd no longer, as an Air Force general, man the facility. Is that correct?
I think that was the decision already, ma'am. Although I'm not one of the decision makers there, I was just a subordinate unit, ma'am. I was just informed that the 250 somewhat will be under the PNP already because of that operations, ma'am.
You're saying that the arrest was essentially a police operation, not a military operation. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And if it was a police operation, the facilities of your unit were merely used as a venue, and you were not aware of the goings on that were patently unconstitutional and illegal, and could
Dur-
have dragged you into trouble as well as owner of the facility and managers of the venue.
Somewhat, I learned that later on that day, ma'am. But since I'm just a follower, ma'am, I follow the chain of command within the Air Force.
Just giving orders at that point in time. You keep referring to the chain of command. Who was your direct commander at that point in time?
Of course, my commanding general, ma'am.
It's still General Cordura, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
And he told you to turn over the entire facility of Villamor to General Torre upon the departure of General Marbil. Is that correct?
It was not directly informed to me, ma'am, but parang ganun na siguro, ma'am, because it was in the first place. I was informed and directed that your facility will be used as a venue, holding area, and then later on it will be also a standby area for the AFP and PNP troops, ma'am, for that operation.
Pero you did not surrender naman yung security at saka yung management ng PAL. Asa sa inyo pa rin? Kayo pa rin ang may-ari nun eh.
Yes, ma'am.
So yung security ni Presidente Duterte nung panahon na yon, kayo ang namamahala o si General Torre?
It was General Torre, ma'am.
Eh anong ginagawa ninyo? Perimeter guard lang kayo?
Yes, ma'am.
Pwede ba yung ganon? Nangyayari ba yan na binibigay na lang, sinasaalang-alang na lamang sa PNP yung buong kampo ng Air Force?
It's because we were directed, ma'am, to be on supporting role, ma'am. That's why
Tama ba yung sinabi nyo kanina na hindi pa nangyayari ito kailanman?
in my opinion, ma'am, this is first time.
Were there coordination efforts with other units or agency in connection with the arrest?
I don't have any knowledge, ma'am.
So, sa inyo, but you yourself, hindi kayo nakipag-coordinate sa iba.
No, ma'am.
Naging caterer lang kayo.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I therefore allow and invite Senator Bongo to proceed with the interpellation.
Thank you,
salamat.
Senator Bongo.
Salamat, Mr. Chair. To General Pasamonte, alam niyo naman po, sir, kung gaano kayo kamahal ng inyong former Commander-in-Chief. Tuwing may giyera sa Marawi, iba rito, na nakakasama namin doon sa Marawi, sa Holo. Alam kong sumusunod ka lang sa chain of command. Ngunit ang nakakalungkot doon, alam niyo ba yung mismong yung opisina niyo ron, yung mismong pinaglagyan habang inaantay niya, inihatid mo sa eroplano si former President Duterte. Yung mismo si Pangulong Duterte po ang nagpa-repair noon, pinaganda niya yon nung siya pang presidente under the office of the President. Kasi ang 250 naman is under the office of the President, di ba? Ang nakakalungkot lang po dito, sir, habang nagluluksa po ang Pilipino. Alam niyo naman gaano tayo kamahal ni dating Pangulong Duterte. Habang nagluluksa po ang Pilipino, habang umiiyak po yung Pilipino, pagkatapos niyong inihatid sa eroplano, pinakyat niyo, totoo bang nag-celebrate kayo? Na meron ho kayong nasabihan na perfect po yung mission?
Wala po akong nasabihan, sir. Your Honor.
Sigurado po kayo
Yes, sir.
na perfect yung mission?
Wala, sir.
Sigurado. Tingnan mo lang mabuti. hanapin mo kung meron ka bang nasabihan niya na perfect yung mission. So, ibig sabihin, alam nyo, maaaring 6 o'clock in the morning, doon mo lang nalaman, sumunod ka lang sa chain of command. Pero sana naman po, ang sakit ang sobrang sakit lang po. Nagluluksa yung Pilipino, umiiyak yung Pilipino. Daming umiiyak. Pero nagawa nyo pang mag-celebrate o makabanggit man lang na naging perfect yung mission na alam naman natin na hindi po tama yon, sir. Lahat po dito, tuwing merong deliberation sa promotion dito, yung former president talaga no, nag-a-adjust siya para sa inyo. Sabi niya, napakahalaga po ng bawat star sa inyo. Ganun niya kayo kamahal, panahon ng gera. Sabi niya, punta tayo doon, lipad tayo, makiramay tayo doon. 10 beses po siyang pumunta ng Marawi. Hulo, hindi ko na po mabilang sa kamay ko, pumunta siya mismo doon sa gera. Hinahalikan niya nga yung sahig, kung meron pong namamatay na sundalo doon. Dahil nakikiramay po siya. At full support po siya sa Armed Forces of the Philippines. Not only sa Armed Forces of the Philippines. Sa lahat po ng uniform personnel. AFP, PNP, BJMP, Coast Guard, Bureau of Fire. At 2017, maalala ko, inutusan niya ako. Sabi niya, unahin mo ang sundalo, yan yung pinangako ko sa kanila. Yung entry position, idoble yung sahod. Sabi niya, kung hindi maaprubahan ng Kongreso, sinabi niya, I will resign. Kasi mapapahiya raw po siya. Sabi niya, kahit na wag nang aprubahan yung train law, unahin lang yung sundalo. Ganon niya po kamahal ang ating Armed Forces of the Philippines, ang ating mga sundalo. Lalong-lalo na po yung mga nasa baba. Hindi man na doble yung sa mga general o colonel, pero yung sa entry position, sinigurado niya pong ma-doble. Dahil yung sakripisyo niyo po ay hindi matatawaran. Buhay niyo po ang inyong itinaya rito. And even you, alam ko naman po yan. Hindi niyo po mararating yan kung hindi dahil sa inyong sakripisyo para sa bayan. At tuwing as member po ng Commission on Appointments for the past 6 years, wala po akong ibang ginagawa rito to support you. Full support po ako sa inyo. Wala po kayong marinig sa akin. Kundi pagbibigay po ng saludo at pagpupugay sa inyong ginagawa. Sakripisyo para sa bayan. As Vice Chairman of the Committee on National Defense, it is my honor to make of record my full support for the well-deserved appointments of the generals, flag officers, and senior officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines po. Dahil sa inyong kabayanihan at pagbibigay serbisyo sa ating bansa, nararapat lang po na bigyang pagkilala ang mga uniform personnel natin dito. Iniisa-isa ko talaga yan, sir. Isa-isahin ko na lang po. Lieutenant General Ray Alimanya, sir. Major General Christopher Tampos, sir. Rear Admiral Vincent Sibala. Rear Admiral Constancio Arturo Reyes Jr., Brigadier General Carmelito Pangatungan, Brigadier General Manolito Montiel, sir. Brigadier General Arlino Senday Diego, sir. Brigadier General Omar Orozco, sir. Brigadier General Nelson Aluad, dati rin po itong sa PSG. Brigadier General Yeser Bara, sir. Parati kayo noon sa Sulu. Nagkita tayo doon. Parati namin kayo binibisita noon. At alam niyo po yung ginawang pagmamahal at sakripisyo po ni former President Duterte. Masugatan, may mamatay, nandoon po siya. Nakikiramay po siya para sa inyo. Brigadier General Ernest John Hadlock. Brigadier General Marces Gayat. Brigadier General Francis Karim Neri, Brigadier General Charlie Chu Jr., Brigadier General Michael Banwa, Brigadier General Jason Humawan, Commodore Marco Buena, Commodore Junji Tabuada, Commodore Lorenzo Bolor Jr., Colonel Michael Odilon Romero, former congressman to. Umiikot to sa iba't ibang parte ng bansa. Congratulations, sir. Colonel Benicio Adona, salamat sa inyong tulong sa mga pasyente na nangangailangan, lalong kahit may mga CAFGO natin na hirap po. Salamat sa pag-aasikaso rin po sa kanila, sa pagtulong. Colonel Vicente Liabe, sir. Brigadier General Larry Batalla, Brigadier General Prudencio Idoba, Brigadier General Ewald Manay, Brigadier General Eddie Pilapil, Brigadier General Ronel Manalo, Brigadier General Frederick Sales, Brigadier General Jesse Banastao, Brigadier General Danilo Estraniero, Brigadier General Estain Calawa Jr., Brigadier General Antero Narcisse, Brigadier General Edmund Paul de los Santos, Commodore Estelito Lagadia Jr., Commodore Glenn Dizon, Commodore Francisco Cacho. Ang Commodore po ay equivalent po yan sa Brigadier General sa kaalaman po ng ating mga kababayan. Colonel Frederick Dedase, Reservist. Colonel Gerardo Habonalla, Reserve. At unang-una, maraming salamat po muli sa inyong sakripisyo sa bayan, panahon ng pandemya. Nandiyan po kayo na nagsiservisyo. Malaki pong utang na loob ng Pilipino sa inyo at maraming salamat po muli. We call on each and every one of you to remain steadfast in protecting our sovereignty. As our first line of defense, your continued courage and commitment are vital in defending our country's honor, rights, and future. Isa lang po ang paalala ko sa inyo, unahin po yung interes ng bayan. Unahin po ang interes ng bawat Pilipino. And of course, Major General Loreto Pasamonte. Alam ko naman, pinaghirapan mo yung posisyon mo, marating mo bilang Major General 2-star at maaaring ma-promote ka pa. Yun lang po ang masakit lang po sa akin na alam kong sumusunod ka lang sa chain of command. Ang masakit lang po sa akin, habang nagluluksa, habang umiiyak po yung Pilipino, ay magawa niyong i-congratulate yung isa't isa. Alam naman natin, yung taong hinatid mo sa eroplano, minahal tayo, nagsakripisyo para sa bayan. Hindi na dapat tumakbong presidente yun. Ayaw na niya. Pero kailangan ng panahon. Pero kilala ko po si former President, sir. Mahal na mahal niya sundalo. Mahal na mahal po namin ang sundalo. Mga kapitan noon, mga na-assign sa Davao. Wala siyang pinipili. Major pa kayo noon, kapitan, teniente pa kayo. Pantay-pantay. Nagsiser nga yun. Kami hanggang ngayon. Mga kapitan, mga major. Taas po ang respeto niya sa sundalo. At mahal na mahal namin kayo. Sana binigyan niyo rin po ng konting pagmamahal si dating Pangulong Duterte sa panahong yun. Masakit lang po, sir. Sobrang sakit na nagluluksa yung Pilipino sa panahong yun. Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Sir, Your Honor, can I
Thank
make a reply, sir? Short reply lang po, sir.
Yes.
Yes po, sir. Sir, thank you for sinabi niyo po, sir. But for the information po, sir, ng ating good senator po, sir, during the Marawi crisis, out of 10 sorties na nabanggit niyo po, sir, 7 doon po ako yung lumipad po, sir, sa Marawi. So, I was the piloted command of the former president, sir. And when we came over to sa lounge area ng 250 PAO, I immediately informed him that I was the pilot in command, and without knowing kung ano ang plan nung araw na yun, sir. At just the same, sir, as a loyal soldier lang po tayo, sa professional soldier, I only follow the chain of command po, sir. Ilan po, sir.
Salamat po.